let's kind of feel into this for a second, okay? Right? We've learned so much, my friends, about trauma, right, in the last generation. And trauma therapy is so critical, right? So critical to really work in trauma deeply. And we know more about wounding than what we ever have. Freud and later thinkers taught us so much about the psychological wounding of childhood. And although some thinkers kind of got carried away, Alice Miller, right, for example, right, and made childhood kind of a place of ultimate victimization, which is a mistake, right? Childhood is the natural necessity of reality. Childhood is the intention of the cosmos. And the notion that we're all going to get in some sense wounded in childhood and need to then recover our essence is actually part of the nature of reality. But all of us in some way are wounded. No exceptions. And that's not a tragedy, right? That's part of the falling away from consciousness, which is part of the trajectory of reality, and then we're actually offered and invited to consciously reclaim consciousness. Now, this wounding in childhood, it's in the way, in the way the baby's touched, in the way the baby's toilet trained, right, socialized. Right? There's 1,000 wounds that are inevitable, right? And the names have come into our culture like oral fixation, anal retentive, Oedipus complex, right? That all these names of wounds have entered our language and consciousness, and these are signifiers of wounding. Now, again, the wounding isn't tragic, right? It's the natural, right, and intentional process of the cosmos. That the human being is born into the Garden of Eden, if you will, and then exiled from the garden, not because there was a mistake, because moving up from Eden and up-leveling in consciousness, right, isn't a result of human sin. It's the movement of growing up. The journey of a lifetime is actually to be exiled from the garden and then to consciously find your way back so that you can actually own the garden. It's not just given to you as a free gift. You make the garden yours. And this journey requires you to engage the world, right, to expand your circles of caring and concern, right, to feel joy and pain beyond your own, and to yourself become a force of healing and transformation. And this journey also requires you to heal your own primal wounding. And healing sexing is one of the most potent forms of that healing. It's a healing you can receive and a healing you give to your lover. And know this, my friends, when you're nurtured at the breast of the lover, or your head cradles on your beloved's chest, the early wounds are melted and they begin to heal. When you ravish open your partner to bliss and are received by the mother, the wounds of your shamed aggression are healed. Right? Aggression is a fierce moving towards, not a moving against. But this mistranslation, right, of your primal masculine, right, has been shamed and needs to be liberated. When your wetness flows on your lover's face, your early woman, right, is liberated. You're made a whole woman once again, but this time you're not unconscious but awake. When you explode in your lover's body, received, right, in the writhing ecstasy, held radically, loved wildly in the fullness of your animal lust and broken heart, a healing happens that's beyond imagination. When you're stroked with infinite tenderness, with whispers to your very cells of your goodness, when you realize that you actually are a good child of the universe, you're reborn, healed into your own aliveness. And maybe we'll finish talking about this taste of sexing, and then Annie will take us into some examples of how you actually play this with the words of one of my absolute favorite songs in the world. Right, this is a woman I've been madly in love with, I have to confess, right, a crush, right, here, in session 4, Sinead O'Connor. Sinead, I've been waiting for you. Sister, where are you? So Sinead O'Connor sings a song called To Mother You. And here are the words. This is To Mother You, and I've told my students for years that this was about healing sexing or mother sexing, and they all said, no, it couldn't be. Then she did a music video on it, which was Sinead O'Connor and Chris Christopherson making love. So it clearly was what it was about. It's beautiful. Here are the words. This is to mother you, to comfort you. This is comfort sexing right in its positive light form, to comfort you and get you through when your nights are lonely, through when your dreams are only blue. This is to mother you. This is to be with you, to hold you, and to kiss you too. For when you need me, I will do what your own mother didn't do, which is to mother you. All the pain that you have known, all the violence in your soul, all the wrong things you have done, I will take from you when I come. All mistakes made in distress, all your unhappiness, I will take away with my kiss. Yes, I will give you tenderness. For child, I'm so glad I found you. Although my arms have always been around you. You see that, friends? That's the Divine Mother. Sweet bird, although you did not see me, I saw you. And I'm here to mother you, to comfort you, and get you through when your nights are lonely, to when your dreams are only blue. This is to mother you. So that's the third great form of sexing. Obviously, there's a love, heart sexing dimension in it, like all the levels, right? Healing sexing, mother sexing.